Hi guys, it's Debbie from Resin Hut here. First things first guys, I'm so sorry. I normally try and do a video every week, but it's been absolutely mental at my house at the moment. We are literally selling our house and trying to buy an old museum, so trying to see if we can get planning permission to do that, and it has been absolutely, I have had a lot of sleepless nights, we'll just say that. Anyway, regarding the vacuum chamber, I emailed them yesterday morning because I should have received it at the latest yesterday. And when I checked the tracking on the DHL, it's still showing that it's in, I think it's Dorset, I might be pronouncing it incorrectly, in Germany. I got an apology letter through from them late last night offering a £20 off the item, but it still doesn't help me because I still haven't got my vacuum chamber. Anyway, enough on that. So obviously as soon as that does come guys, I will do the 8-inch Naked Lady, and I will be using my chamber. I might just do a little test run before I do a video, but I'll show you everything, including the vacuum chamber, switching it on, how it's working. But obviously I need to get my head around it, and I don't want to go blowing myself up on camera. That wouldn't be good. Anyway guys, today my plan, I saw these absolutely stunning square, chunky, almost like a slatey type color with beautiful white chips in it, and it really appealed to me. I've got so many of my own ideas, but this one really piqued my interest. Unfortunately, my square molds are absolutely on their last legs. They're starting to warp out, so I don't get that nice clean square. So I bought this little one out of underneath all of my other molds, because I've used it a couple of times, but I haven't used it as much times as I have the square. So the plan is, I'll just show you now. I've done the Jesmonite already for the white chips. It's nice and hard now, so all I'll do is I'll break that up and then put it into a little one of my little plastic containers. Now these take 100 ml of water or 100 grams of water, if you want to look at it. So I don't want to necessarily waste 200 mils of Jesmonite, because I know that by putting the Jesmonite chips in, you get your obviously your quality, your quality, teeth back in guys, your quantity obviously gets bigger. So I've done up to 140 for 4 molds, but then I'm going to put a lot of white chips in, so I'm hoping that they will take it almost up to the top. And obviously I'll do 4 and see how it goes. But as usual guys, I'm going to break up these chips quickly. If I haven't got enough, then I'll just quickly do another lot, and then I will put the black in. I'll tell you how many drops I'm putting in of the black, and I'll be back in a sec guys. Hi guys, so I'm back. I've mixed it all up. I don't know if I told you I put how much I actually used for this. I'm sure I did, but just in case I didn't, let me just see. It was 400 of the powder and 160, and for the chips I think I used about, I think it was about 100 in total, just to do the white chips for this. Like I said, it's a learning curve for me guys, so you know, I'm going to have some fails. I tried to put some real big stones in the other day. Looked absolutely stunning, the finished product, but I could literally 24 hours later I could literally snap it in half, so not really gonna work. Anyway, let me guys just take you down there. Right, I'll just show you. That's the mix. Obviously you won't be able to see the white in there now because of the black has coated it all in. So also guys, I put in a 4 milliliters of the retarder as well. I forgot to mention that. So let's see how this goes. Well, let's just do it like that. Don't know if this is going to do. The one thing I have noticed, when you are doing this, you've really got to mix up and get the chips to the top, because obviously they're going to be heavier than the liquid and they do sink to the bottom. That's the one thing that I have noticed when I've been doing the chips with these items. Now this one here, like you can see, just the second one that I poured, it just seems to have a lot more chips than what the first one had, so I'm not quite sure if that's going to have a bad effect where I'm not going to get that lovely chips coming out once I've sanded it. So that's almost perfect for 4. There's obviously some still left on the bottom here, so let's see which one. I think this one needs just a little bit more. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're all about equal now actually, so I'll just put a little bit in each one now just to make sure they all stay the same. Just a bit concerned about this one, doesn't seem to have a lot of chips in, but never mind. We'll see what it looks like in the end, guys. I will have to quickly go downstairs and do a little sand on it just to show you what it looks like once it's finished. I'll take them out the mold first for you, and then show you what it looks like before the sanding, and then I'll just quickly pop into my garage and sand it down. I'll just do one of them just to give you, or show you the difference between the one that's sanded and the one that's not. So that, I'd say, I'm not really going to get any more perfect than that. I mean, that's pretty close. Right, so there you go. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close. I know guys, I know my eyesight's terrible, so but I think that looks almost equal in every single one there. Say what I'll do, I'll bring you in closer so you can have a little look. You can see, obviously I don't want any of them sticking out because that's going to cause a problem. So, oh, sorry guys, I'm making you dizzy, sorry. I did do some small chips and then some really big chips just to give it a little bit of a variety. Let me pop you back, guys, otherwise I'm going to make you feel seasick with moving the phone like that. Yeah, I think that's good enough, guys. That's good enough. Right, so, oh, let me just move you there. Right, so all in all, I was really happy with that. That's absolutely perfect. Like I said, with you adding the extra 100 grams of jasmonite chips, it obviously brings it up to about double. Because all in all, I only had about 560, but it takes it up to 660. And obviously, the weight of it as well, obviously it's going to weigh more than the wet, well, at least in my books, I think the dried jasmonite weighs more than the wet jasmonite. I might be wrong, guys. It might be the same. But like I said, I'm still learning. I just want to say a very big thank you to those of you who have subscribed. It really does mean a lot to me that we can sort of take this journey together and learn together and help each other. I mean, that's, like I said, I've said in my previous videos, that's the main reason why I do what I do, is to try and help someone if I can. And if I can get help from someone else, and that's amazing, to share knowledge on a really good platform. So guys, I'm going to leave this, obviously because I've put the retarder in, I put 4, actually I didn't put 3, guys, I put 4 milliliters. So instead of it drying, it's most probably going to take another sort of half an hour to dry. So I'm looking at about, it normally takes about 45 minutes, or 35 and 45 minutes to dry. Because as you can see, it's still very, very wet, and it's been, normally if you didn't have the retarder in, it would have already started going really, really tacky. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to do the vibration bouncing now, and guys, I'll see you back when the molds are set. See you in a sec. Bye. Hi guys, right, I'm back. So it's been about 50 minutes since I poured these. I'm a little concerned because I think I went a bit overboard with the black pigment in this, even though it is a terracotta pigment. It always seems to me, it always looks like, especially the blacks and the red, always seems to look lighter than what it is. So I put about 35 drops in all, which I think was way, way, way too much. I think it tends to look grey in the container, but when you pour it, it actually is black. So I really need to stop doing that, because I've had a few pieces that I've ruined because of it. So let's have a go. It's like this one here seems really flaky when I just sort of had a little peek. It just seems quite flaky. I don't know. Yeah, you see, I think I've definitely put too much color in this one. You can see how it's sort of flaked on the sides there. Anyway, let's have a look at the other ones. I haven't looked at those yet. Let's see what the verdict is. I see that's come up. I think it's because I've touched that one too early. I got too excited and I pulled it out of the mold, and you can see all the flakes at the bottom of that one. That one's come out absolutely perfect. No holes. Obviously a little bit on the edges there, but give it a quick sand. So let's have a look at the other two. Same one. You can see that. I don't know what this one's like. Let's have a look. All right. Yeah, that's not as bad as what I thought. I think this one I stupidly pulled it away too early to check on it. I should have rather just felt it to see the heat. So that's the look of it. It's not the color. It's just me being too impatient. Right, so as you can see, actually there's a little hole right there. I'm going to take one of these downstairs now, and I'm going to give it a proper sand with my electric sander. I know you've got to be careful. You should really leave it for sort of 12 to 24 hours before you sand it. But I just want to give it a sand and just see if the white terracotta pieces come out on this. So guys, give me a few moments and I will be back. Right guys, I'm back. I did a quick sand. I used my electric sander for this, wet sandpaper, 120, 220, 320, and then I jumped up to 800 I would normally go through about 3 or 4 different sandings with this, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the difference. As you can see, the difference between a little bit of sanding and no sanding. I mean, that just looks pretty boring, to be perfectly honest. But that's what happens when you put a little bit of elbow grease. Well, not for me. I literally sand for I think about a minute to 1.5 minutes with the 120, sometimes 2 minutes with electric sander, and then I only do about a minute with the other 2 sandpapers, and I'm quite happy with that. The back, I've noticed, I don't think I've got my mixture right. I don't think this little hand mixer is doing its job, because you can see the little specks at the back here, which normally means you haven't mixed it enough. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that blender. I just don't think it's getting out the little grains of the jasmonite. But yeah, so I'll show you those two side by side again, and you can see the difference. So yeah, I'm all in all, it's my first time I've done this one like this. So I've done like the multi chips, but I haven't done just sort of like the black with the white chips coming out. I think next time I will be a little bit more wary, shall we say, of putting too much color into it, because as you know, jasmonite, you can only get 2% to it. But anyway guys, what do you think? I'll put the two up against each other again. What do you think, the difference? Do you like them? I will put obviously a coat of my cover on. What I did actually do the other day, I'll quickly show you. I did these ones, but I actually added, and it's actually come out I mean, I wish you could feel it, but it's smooth. And what I did was, this is not fully sanded yet. I still need to sand it some more. You can see at the back. But I sanded it just a little bit, and then I put on beeswax, just basic beeswax that you can get. And it's come out with a beautiful shine. It's a little bit streaky because I did it very, very quickly to get an idea of what it's going to look like. But I think if I had to put another coat of beeswax on there, I think that'll come out quite nice. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm happy with that. I like the white, and I've always liked the contrast color, so that's really nice. But I'll give you a quick run through of my next one that I'm going to do in the next couple of days. You'll see I've got I'm doing my chips, because again, out of all the chips I've got, I haven't got these colors. So I've done these three. So it's like a mustard, a light brown, and then like a quite a pretty brown, actually. I quite like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these all up, and then I'm going to put them in just plain jasmine art. I'm not going to mix any colors in with it, and I'm going to mix that in so I can get sort of like a terracotta coaster. I'll do it with this one again, because I'm actually very impressed with this mold. It's really come out beautiful. But otherwise, guys, I won't waffle on too much. I know I always do, but otherwise, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Please, if you did like the video and you found it insightful, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll know when I do my next videos. And take care. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.